I honestly hate mowing the lawn. It takes forever, it's hot, and I'd rather be doing literally anything else. So I decided to automate it. I actually bought and tested the top 5 robot mowers on the market right now, ranging from budget-friendly options to high-tech beasts. I'm going to break down which one actually handles real grass, obstacles, and slopes, so you don't waste your money on a glorified toy. Product number 1: V100 Robotic Lawn Mower. First, I looked at the V100. Unboxing this, it feels pretty compact and lightweight, definitely designed for smaller yards. It doesn't use those annoying boundary wires you have to bury. Instead, it uses a camera to see the grass and stay within the lines. When I set it loose on a small patch, about 1,000 square feet, it did a decent job avoiding the garden hose I left out. The cutting height adjustment knob is right on top, which is super convenient. However, it moves in a random pattern on bordered lawns. If you don't have clear fences or edges, it might get confused. It's not the smartest robot I've tested, and you'll occasionally need to rescue it or do a manual trim if the grass gets too high. But honestly, for the price and for very small, simple lawns, it gets the job done without overcomplicating things. Product number 2: M+ GPS plus 3D Vision. If you want something that looks a bit more professional, check out the M800 Plus. The build quality here feels a step up and the wheels look grippier. What I really liked during testing was the bow-shaped mowing path. Instead of bouncing around randomly like a screensaver, it mows in neat rows for about an hour, then switches to random mode to catch any missed spots. That actually makes your lawn look like you hired a pro. It handled the slight incline in my backyard, about a 20-degree slope without sliding back down. The app is pretty solid for scheduling too. It relies on a camera to tell grass apart from your driveway, so you still need clear boundaries. It's a solid middle ground choice if you have a standard suburban yard up to 1/5 of an acre and want those nice, orderly stripes without breaking the bank. Product number 3: MyMotion YUKA Mini 500H. Moving on to the MyMotion YUKA Mini 500H, this thing looks futuristic. Setting it up was the easiest of the bunch because I didn't have to drive it around like an RC car to map the yard. The AI just figured it out in about 10 minutes. It handles up to 1/4 acre, and the coolest part is the lawn printing feature in the app. I actually got it to cut a custom pattern into the grass, which my neighbors thought was hilarious. Performance-wise, it uses a floating cutting disc that contours to the ground, so it didn't scalp the high spots in my uneven turf. It's got great obstacle avoidance, spotting trees and toys easily. If you have a small to medium yard and you're a bit of a tech nerd who wants to show off with custom lawn patterns, this is the one to grab. Product number 4: MyMotion Luba Mini AWD 1500H. Now, if your yard looks more like an obstacle course or a steep hill, you need the MyMotion Luba Mini AWD. AWD stands for all-wheel drive, and you can feel the difference immediately. It's heavy and sturdy. I have a steep bank in the back that defeats most mowers, but the Luba climbed it like a little tank. It handles slopes up to 80%, which is insane. It uses 4G and sophisticated vision, so it doesn't lose signal under trees. I also love the zero-turn wheels. It spins on a dime to cut edges really closely. It creates those perfect checkerboard patterns automatically. It's definitely overkill for a flat, square lawn, but if you have rough terrain, potholes, or serious hills, this is the only one on this list that won't get stuck. It's a total workhorse for tough properties. Product number 5: Neomo XSC. Finally, there's the Neomo XSC. This one uses LiDAR technology similar to high-end robot vacuums. That means you don't need to install a separate GPS station or worry about satellite signals being blocked by trees. I tested this one at night, and because of that LiDAR, it navigated perfectly in the pitch dark. It covers a huge area up to 3/4 of an acre, and it's extremely quiet. The obstacle avoidance is sensitive. It stopped for a tennis ball I threw in its path without chopping it up. The app lets you manage huge complex zones easily. It feels like the most set it and forget it option here. If you have a property with lots of big trees that usually block GPS signals, or you just want the most advanced navigation system without the hassle of setting up extra antennas, this is my top pick. So whether you have a tiny flat patch of grass or a hilly jungle, One of these will save you from spending your weekends sweating behind a push mower. I've dropped links to all 5 in the description below so you can check the current pricing and see more reviews. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.